Gerrit, what was your reaction to Gary's home run there? It turned a 2-1 deficit into a 3-2 lead.
Like serious surge of adrenaline and better lock it in like immediately since we have the lead. It was like he hit it into the night, majestic shot, and I'm like, I gotta get focused. We need to shut down inning here.
Is that why, Gerrit, the TV replay sort of showed you with no reaction at all to the home run?
Yeah, I guess.
That in your head, you're automatically focused on the next half inning that, okay, now next time I'm on the mound, I'm going to have a lead.
Yeah.
Thank you, Gerrit.
Marley Rivera, you have the next question.
Hi, Gerrit. We saw you. It's obviously a very cold day. We saw you rubbing the ball and struggling with your grip today. Did you?
Yeah, it was really windy early. Very tough to grip the ball. But wind died down later in the game, and I got some more feel. So it got better as it progressed.
And Gerrit, you obviously had a great performance through 8 innings, but your RPMs were down, the revolutions. Is there a reason for that?
I think I alluded to it answering the question and beforehand, and it's going to be, look, we're all just trying to play by the rules, play by what the commissioners handed out going forward. And so spin rate's not everything. You can still pitch well if you don't have a high spin rate.
Thank you, Gerrit. Appreciate it.
Joel Sherman, you have the next question.
Gerrit, you haven't spoken publicly since MLB's memo came out on how they're planning to handle the sticky substance with the umpires checking the pitchers more regularly. Do you have thoughts on how this was handled and how it is going to be handled moving forward?
I do. I think certainly the intent I agree with. Uniformity I agree with. It's probably consensus among all the players, especially everybody that I've spoken to. We're in line with what the league is thinking in terms of that. Now, again, the customs and practices of the last 20, 30 years in this league are one thing, and then to make a drastic change in the middle of the season is going to be challenging for a lot of people. I am a little concerned of injuries, especially after talking to Tyler. And I hope that we can apply some feel to the situation. The players on the union calls, we all have, again, quite a strong consensus on I think where we believe this should go. And I would encourage the commissioner's office to continue to talk with us, please, because we're the ones that throw the ball. They don't. And we're the experts in this situation, and we're aligned in terms of intent with the commissioner's office as well.
Gerrit, if I could just follow up, when you say talk to you, would you, and that it sounds like you'd like some evolution on this going on, would you like them to supply you something, a sticky substance that's different from rosin, something that would help, that fine line between grip and illegality?
Yeah, I think that we've heard from the commissioner's office about a universal substance. I certainly think that's something to be discussed. I just can't. It's hard. It's so hard to grip the ball. For Pete's sake, it's part of the reason why almost every player on the field has something, regardless if they're a pitcher or not, to help them control the ball. I think that I don't have a solution But again, we are aligned in a lot of areas with the commissioner's office on this, and please just talk to us. Please just work with us. I know you have the hammer here, but you know, there's we've been living in a gray area for so long. I would just hate to see players get hurt. I would hate to see balls start flying at people's heads. I had a really tough time gripping the baseball tonight, especially early when it was windy. So I don't really care to be inflammatory here, Joel. So I'm just going to leave it at that.
So just if I could follow up on you yourself, do you think this is going to have to be the new you? Like, you threw a lot of changeups, you didn't work up in the zone. It seems you were working maybe a little quicker. You were certainly working at the baseball more than ever. Is this like the beginning of some adaptation that you recognize if this is the game, you have to be a different kind of guy as well?
There's going to be an adaptation across the league. As far as fastballs to the top of the zone, really inconsistent with the release point until late in the game. You know, the Bichette one was one that I really executed well. And obviously Bo is, hey man, we were ready. That was fun at bat right there. You know, but if I could execute those type of pitches, and just like on any corner of the zone, if you can flirt with strike to ball, ball to strike, you know, you're going to create swings and misses in terms of that. And we'll look to continue to hone in those locations as we move forward. So
We'll try to get to as many as we can. We have Gary Sanchez waiting in the wings. Brendan Cuddy, please unmute.
You unmuted me instead, Michael.
Yeah, I'm good. You can go, Christy.
Gerrit, when you talk about worrying about injuries, Tyler said that he had to grip the ball extra tight the other day, and that's what he think contributed to it. Are you worried about yourself? And did you have to change your grip a little bit because it was so slippery tonight?
I was messing with it all night. I spoke to Tyler on the phone privately, and you know, I feel for him. So it's a really tough spot for him to be in.
Also, apparently Rob Manfred was here. It was reported he was in your clubhouse. Did you get a chance to talk to him at all?
No, I was pitching. Probably not the right time to have a discussion with Rob before I'm going to go pitch.
Thank you.
Lindsay Adler, please unmute.
On a little bit of a different subject, was your final pitch of the night a 95-mile-an-hour changeup?
Yeah.
How? Well, I mean, seemed like there was a lot of adrenaline in that.
Well, I mean, I just threw the 102 before that, so I mean, probably outside of, you know, location and movement are certainly important with the changeup, but you know, arm speed is crucial as well. So it'd be tough to follow up pitch with that type of velocity and try to mimic the same. Try to create that deception trying to throw at 87.
And then obviously the foreign substances thing, it's a complicated thing. Is there anything that you feel is being overlooked or misunderstood that you would like to talk about?
You know, I mean, I think I read a statement from the commissioner's office that, you know, this isn't about blaming anybody, or this isn't about, you know, kind of getting into that stuff. I hope that we can remember that as an industry, and again, just keep the lines of communication open in regards to this between all three parties, the umpires, players, in the league, and you know, move in the right direction going forward.
Eric Boland, do you have the final question for Gerrit Cole?
Gerrit, you alluded to talking with Tyler. I'm just curious, what was your reaction to a guy like that basically pouring his heart out and saying that as a result of what's going on, that, you know, he got pretty seriously hurt. When you saw his comments, what was your initial reaction?
Honestly, I didn't see the comments before I called him. Eric, J-Mo had talked to me earlier and said Tyler's in a rough spot. So I reached out and gave him a call. And I talked to him privately, and I'll keep most of the details of that privately. You know, but I feel for the guy in that situation. You know, we're all out there trying to compete, and you know, he's working his tail off trying to compete for his team, and it's, you know, it's just an unfortunate, it's just yeah, man, it's just, that's a bummer.
Thank you, Gerrit.